You know, what's so exciting for me about this project was the opportunity to like play live. You know, today everything is to the click, and what's coming out of Nashville and what's coming out over the country is all the same producers, same musicians, same songwriters, and so everything kind of sounds the same on the radio. What's so refreshing about this project is that there was no click. Everything was just done by feel and live.
Avatar Studios has an incredible history. It's really a temple of sound. There's so much music that has been recorded here. One of the best parts about recording here is the vibe it creates. When you're in this room, some of that vibe, some of those ghosts sort of come back, they're present. Like you come in here and you just feel it. So it's a magic thing. It just feels good, it feels right, it feels like we're gonna make something fun.
Sure, I think how we're different or unique as a band is that, you know, today everything is done in an experience that's very sterile. It's probably the best way to describe it. And what we're bringing is the human element to what music used to be made as. And music was made in an experience and capturing a moment and capturing an experience and a vibe. So we want that energy of our performances that we do live to break through in the music that we're doing in the studio. So that's really the way we're trying to approach our style with the Young Presidents, is that songwriting, producing, but yet collaborating at the same time with these great people that we're working with. We're just super excited about this process. It's been a real great experience. This process was all about bass, guitar, drums, some piano, and scratch vocals to kind of get the vibe.
What's going on today?
So excited for next week because we have an all-star lineup doing vocals.
Now that sounds good. All right, you cool?
I didn't know which one we are.
Hey, dudes.
There he is. There you are. Come on, man.
How? This guy was here too.
Blondie Chaplin, who's bringing all of his years of rock and roll history into the room. You can't ask for more.
Blondie's had so much musical experience, from the Beach Boys to the Stones, and everything he's done in between, stuff that I don't even know about, but he just brings this depth of musical experience to the party.
So far it's been a lot of fun because the songs are good, you know, so it's nice to play to those songs and sing to those songs. It's been a real up experience, you know, and the guys are great. Just good songs and good collaboration by the two of them, and just, you know, it's just fun to play.
You know, the highlight for me in this process is working with the greats like Anton Fig, and that was just an honor. The nicest guy ever.
I feel like just him playing as Anton is the coolest thing that could have happened for these songs. From the second he sat down 2 nights ago in our rehearsal, he hit one cymbal, it just gave me goosebumps. I feel like he really speaks with it. You know, that's the thing with any instrument. A lot of people that can play it, but very few people that can speak with it. And I feel like Anton just speaks with the drum set. Blondie's piano playing is so cool and so interesting. And I feel like his vocal delivery, I mean, he would just interpret the lines and the lyrics in ways that I never would have thought of. And
one day you'll find yourself inside.
And I love that, because that's one of the goals of this whole project. Is we don't want to write a song and say, all right, do it our way. We want to write a song and say, we're going to get Blondie Chaplin to sing something. We want Blondie Chaplin to sing it. We don't want Blondie Chaplin to copy Jake and Mitch's idea of how a song should go. Blondie is incredible for two reasons. He's incredible musically, and he's an incredible in a character way, in a human way.
You know, there's nothing more you can say other than thank you. You know, Blondie's like, whatever you want to do, man. So, you know, everything's good, and you know, he sounded so great, and he's been on how many albums, can't even count.
Completely original guy. I've never met anybody as entertaining and fun and just enjoyable to be around. There's a great Chinese proverb, when the student is ready, the master will appear. I feel like Rob is just one of those guys, man. He's like an ultimate Yoda of making music, and what he knows, and that's pretty amazing.
The producer's role in a record is very much like the director in a film. My job is to really look at all the raw materials that are at hand, what our resources are, and to create an atmosphere that is conducive to creating great music.
Right there, you can feel the wavelength then with your hand. I got the trick. See, the trick is, if the volume gets above a certain point, tone controls actually almost make no more difference anymore.
Yeah.
I'm looking at drawing out the most from the artist.
That sounded damn good, actually.
Keep them away from thinking and you know, try to be spontaneous and performance oriented.
I think we ought to take a listen though before, you know.
It needs to have a creative continuity.
Everybody will learn a little something, and then we'll do one more.
And a high standard of quality.
That could be a keeper.
The bar is very high, you know, it's got to be great. And you want to make records that feel great. I mean, making a record that's technically good, you're going to forget that.
Oh, yeah.
Anything that's perfect, you hear it and you know it and you're done with it. Thelonious Monk said, until you've made a mistake, you haven't played, you know, and Keith Richards said to me once, I play until I make the right mistakes, you know, and that's really the truth. It's like, that's the stuff with geniuses, because genius is about not being able to imagine what somebody's going to do next.
What's next for the Young Presidents? Oh, we're so excited. We're going to have Ivan Neville recording with us. We're going to have Corey Glover coming back in the studio. Blondie Chaplin's coming back in, and Steve Aguirre coming to sing vocals on all these great tracks that we just recorded.
Be the people, be the people.
Right.
I like you on stage.
I'm gonna say
the
straight.
people. Can you go higher? We the people.
This is good.
Brave and proud.
Did you get in on that?
We the people. That was you, B.
The melody.
We the people.
Now do it without Steve. Heard it? 1, 2, 3.
We the people. Brave and proud.
That's the voice you need.
We are America. We're gonna lift
I'm gonna jump
you
in.
up. Come on in.
So who's doing the We Are?
That's what the problem is that there's
So-
we got to just get these parts right, because that's what's making it difficult. I can tell.
I dig. All right, so
Because
what
it
are you
slips
singing?
into the right
I'm
place.
singing the
It comes-
octave.
didn't
I'm
sound
singing the
before I
octave.
walked into
let's
the
hear,
room. Yeah.
No, let's hear.
Let's hear without you for a second.
Yeah.
So you guys sing together.
That might work. Come on, I'm sorry.
Just you and him.
Okay, 1, 2. We the people, brave and proud.
now we're gone.
We are America. We're gonna lift you up.
You're a slave to the song when you're making a record, right? Because you can't make a great record without a great song. You know, you can make the greatest recording that's ever been made, and if it's not a good song, no one will ever hear it. In terms of the Young Presidents, that's what really drew me is the songs. And the caliber of the songwriting has come up so much from the previous record. It has to do with the more open platform that they're working in.
Our whole vibe has been around Jake and I as the core members of the Young Presidents and just bringing guest people to collaborate with us on the songs that we've been creating.
That opens the whole spectrum of what this record will be. And in this case, the sky's the limit.
I love you. I love you. I love you forever. I love you. I love you. I love you
Mitch and Jake, they've got something special going on here, and it's good to be a part of it.
The music is really good, and it's a lot of fun, and it's very familiar working with Rob.
There's something that isn't quite right.
It's a very familiar family atmosphere, which I really dig.
And these cats can play.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
How do we know when a song is done? I think, you know, if you're a perfectionist, it's never done. You're always hearing something a little bit more. The key is less is more, I think, at times, and it's leaving those spaces that creates the magic. I think it's some of the mistakes that create the human element to a song. We have to kind of listen to one another and support each other.
That's why you have to have geniuses like Rob Verboni sitting around to tell you sometimes, okay, we're done.
I could see that this could go on and on, like what we're doing right now, and it's just going to wear Corey's voice out.
That's true of artists in general. I mean, whether it's a painter or a singer or whatever it is, nobody ever wants to stop or let go or say something's done. You know, when it's right, you know it. You can feel it in your bones. I mean, it's like, it's not an intellectual kind of thing. It's not a calculated thing. It's intuitive.